hello. You must know that it's around 5 p.m. or sorts on Eastern Time, and you're listening to Flow Higher Radio. If you are doing that, then you know what show this is. Cover 2 Conversations. 2 Tampa natives, at least 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours on Flow Higher Radio. And that's my daughter trying to call me. And she FaceTime too, so it's gonna be kind of interesting. Hey, honey. Hey, baby. Daddy working right now. Okay, thank you. I'll call you back. No toys, just clothes. But let Daddy call you back. Okay, bye. Fatherhood. For real. Once again, this is your main man, Mike D. That was my daughter, Michaela D. She's not happy with me because she thought she was getting toys, but she got clothes. Yes, we know how to do that. But this is Cover 2 Conversations. Once again, 2 Tampa natives, 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours on Flow Higher Radio. You listen to the vocal stylings of your main man, Mike D. And I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray,
also known as Space Ghost. If you ever want to talk to Reggie, see him in person, you know where to find him. He's at Castle Grayskull. And boy, Castle Grayskull, he had the best parties, man. Playboy Mansion ain't got nothing on Reggie at Castle Grayskull.
What year was this? what year we talking about?
Of course, we have Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer, in the house. Now, we know what Reggie Gray's main purposes are here, other than eye candy. His purposes here are one.
Referring to me?
For every break, you're going to get 2 selections from his vast music archives. You never know what he's going to play. It could be local, it could be foreign, it could be they say foreign or domestic. They say it right.
Protect this nation by all threats, foreign or domestic.
So that's one of his tasks. So you're going to have some great musical interludes in our breaks. And then he also brings us fantastic guests. He has he knows so many different people in the community, all different types and flavors and colors and whatever. So who do we have as guests on Cover 2 Conversations today, Reggie?
We have a Flow Higher alumni.
Facts.
Yes.
Element.
A man, Tone Kapone.
No.
Oh, you gotta go. Now he changed his name because he can't see
Change
it
my
anymore.
name, man.
I've been calling you Tone Kapone forever.
You gotta call me Champ.
I know it was coming.
My bad.
And then you could say Tone Capone.
The champion, the undisputed.
We're gonna do this over.
The champion known as Tone Capone. It rhymes and everything. That's what we rolling with.
He's got like slave.
You gotta
on
say
his...
it all, man. Like a pimp named Slipback. You gotta say the whole name, bro.
A champion known as Tone Capone.
Say it one more time.
The champion known as Tone Capone.
Say it with your chest.
There you go.
Kansas City Chiefs representation here. He was with us last year.
Yes, he sure was.
And we were talking about Patrick Mahomes last year and how they drafted the quarterback. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Beast.
And I gotta give props to Mike. We made our predictions. We had a San Francisco fan last week. We had Jay Noetic, podcast with Jay Noetic last week. And me and him both picked San Fran based purely on defense against the number 1 offense. And Mike said Patrick Mahomes. Mike said, and the thing was, I'm pulling for KC, but I'm just using my football common sense. He bad, but that's a number 1 defense. And Mike
did
said
exactly what I thought he would do.
And what do you think he was gonna do, Mike?
I knew that he would start out slow. Everyone's nervous at Super Bowl. If you are a true football fan, I don't care if it's Troy Aikman or Joe Montana, the first quarter of a Super Bowl, don't waste your time.
Right.
Because everybody out there nervous as hell. The referees are nervous. The commentators are nervous. It's a waste of time. Watch the commercials. But once they settle in and/or they go into halftime, they can kind of digest what's happening in the first half, i.e. Atlanta Falcons. You should have learned that playing. They come out in the third quarter, and it's a game.
Kyle Shanahan.
It's a game. And I knew he was going to come. They saw Kyle Shanahan's, the things that he does that he wasn't doing well. Patrick Mahomes knew that he needed to do some special stuff because the regular stuff wasn't just going to work. He had to do some things. He had to, get his playmakers involved. He had to, lead the team. And I just felt when he came out in the third quarter, and I was like, here we go.
He had a bad first half.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was awful. Because the thing is, he doesn't turn the ball over.
It was awful.
And he had, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions?
I don't remember the fumbles.
I know he had 2 picks. And I'm like, he doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
So that's where I was kind of like.
He was nervous.
Okay, when they got 20-10, I think it was, that's when I was kind of like, okay, what I said about the defense is happening. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know what, it's called old Mo, that momentum switched.
As soon as they started, I to this day, I don't understand this. I mean, I understand it intellectually, but I don't understand it like emotionally. If I run the ball and I win all season long, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, now I'm down or I'm tied, I'm going to start throwing the ball. But you know what? Just keep running. Oh, you're going to burn the clock. I know. But you know what? Running got us here. Just keep running. Even if you lose the game, you lost the game doing what you do best.
Yeah.
If I lose the game doing what I do best, then I was meant to lose.
Staying true to yourself.
But then, here's Garoppolo. Now he's throwing the ball all over the place. I'm like, boy, come on, Shanahan.
I mean, it worked for like 2 plays. It worked for like 2 plays.
Now, were you concerned? Were you concerned at all?
Man, I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. Let me grab this mic. Let me move this a little bit closer. You hear me? All right, we good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, I got baby girl here with me, man. Everybody, wherever you're at, just put your hands in the air. I'm
wave like you just don't
I've been
care.
taking care of my little baby girl for a few days now. She wilding right now, man.
Yeah, you saw mine call.
Yeah, that's why I understand. You see, mine's here, so phone call ain't gonna work with this one. But nah, man, let me tell you this straight up, dog. Like, I have not been worried about the Chiefs since last playoffs.
Wow.
So since the offsides thing, let me just break it all the way down for y'all, because y'all know we do Ignite the Night.
Yeah.
Right. And we do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we happen to have that Sunday was the Sunday that we played the Patriots in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
But because I can't hear the TV, all I can see is the TV. So I'm over here. I thought we was going to the Super Bowl last year.
Right.
And then I found out, oh boy, was offsides. They brought the play all the way back. They threw it to Gronkowski, game over.
Yeah.
I thought we was in the Super Bowl last year. So this year, I wasn't worried at all. The regular season doesn't mean anything. Once Mahomes went down and got hurt,
Yeah.
well, for one, he got hurt, but he played through it, and then he got really hurt, and they had to sit him down. But he got healthy in like 2 weeks.
Right.
And once I saw he was healthy and he was going to be there for the rest of the season, it's go time. I wasn't worried at all, man. I seen it with the Royals when the Royals got on third base trying to get that. Oh, that hurts me, man. Trying to get that last run against the Giants, I think it was at the time. And we lost that year. We came back the next year and won the World Series. Right. And I expected nothing less than the World Series this year. I wasn't worried about, or than the Super Bowl this year. I wasn't worried about it at all. The first playoff game, especially once we got the bye, man, you got to look at the season, man. We lucked into a bye on the very last week. You know what I'm saying? We could have had the 3rd or the 4th seed. We had home field advantage. We had a bye. Everybody got healthy.
You had a coach that has been to the Super Bowl before?
We got a coach that's been there but hasn't won it, so it meant more to him than anybody because he needs that for his legacy.
Right.
Yeah.
He's an automatic Hall of Famer right now.
Yeah.
You know, it was up for question before that. I'm watching the game against the Texans at a kid's birthday party. They supposed to have the game on the TV in the living room, but they ain't have the channel.
No.
So you already know I'm heated.
What?
Heated, dog. Like
The one channel they
heated,
didn't have?
dog. Like I'm trying to be cool, but I'm heated, dog. And I'm not even trying to hide it,
Man,
dog.
I found out you could watch it for free on Fire.
I got it on the phone.
Yeah.
So everybody else is celebrating. I'm outside watching the game on the phone. It's 24-0 at this point. And I'm still not tripping.
It got to
because we got
24-0?
Mahomes. It was 24-0
Yeah. And then
It was
before the half,
24-0.
they scored.
We're the
thought
first
they at
team to
least-
ever trail by over 20 and win by more than 20 ever.
Yeah, but you guys did it all playoffs. Y'all came from behind on everybody.
So why would people second guess it?
I didn't.
Why did we come behind?
Well, again, my only second
15.
guess was they're playing the number one defense in the league.
It don't even matter, dog. They got to stop Mahomes.
I could have swore it was like 24-10 or something like
No,
that.
it
I
was
had no
24.
idea
No,
it was
it
24-0.
was 24-0, but right before the half, they scored. That's why
Yeah,
you don't
okay.
remember that.
The only thing I can say about Mahomes, and I love watching this kid. And
And the defense, man.
And I'm the defense.
slack.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that either.
Yo, that KC defense stepped up, and that's something
Yeah,
I didn't expect to see
that.
at all.
But
Right.
y'all wouldn't expect it because you're not Chiefs fans. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no.
Like we knew we had the talent, but they just hadn't been gelling. They actually hit the switch somewhere in there, and it just happened.
Well, it's-
I'm not expecting top 10 defense. But you know what I'm saying? You got an offense like this. I just need you in the top 20.
It's a lot of comparisons, and King Solomon, we'll talk about it. But a lot of Buck fans keep saying, "Well, Winston doesn't have this, doesn't have that," and we keep going back to Mahomes. Their rushing game is about the same as the Bucks. Their defense is ranked about the same as the Bucks. Y'all gotta stop making these excuses for Winston.
So what's the?
I knew that was coming.
Thank you.
I knew that was coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we talked about this last year when I came on.
Yeah, and the thing, I want to tell Mike this is like I think we're seeing something. Remember, we'll a little bit older than you. I remember when I was a kid and Marino came out. You had to watch Marino. You had to. It was like you ain't got to be a fan. You got to watch it. When Brett Favre was playing, he was playing against the Bucks, but you still had to watch.
That's the gunslinger.
Dude, Mahomes is that dude right now. Was like, if I got
and he makes
playing,
less mistakes.
Yeah, if ain't nobody playing that I'm a fan of, hey, Mahomes, put that game on.
And the thing is, Mahomes is that kind of guy. He's got this quirky kind of voice. You know, he's a mixed race. He looks a little different, all that. And then he knows how to take when the moment is provided, he takes it. Just like, did you see the celebration? He's on the top of the bus. Someone threw him a beer. He one-handed catch it, popped it, boom, shot the beer, threw it down. I was like,
that's my quarterback.
You cannot. I mean, the whole point was he had me when he caught, like when Cruise when the movie You Had Me at Hello. He had me when he sidearm caught it. Well, the dude just threw it.
Them boys was out
and he just
there
like
wilding
and just caught it. Just caught it.
No, the play he had me was it this year or last year? I got mixed up.
Oh, when he threw his left hand?
No, the one where he about to break out and run. He looked back at the ref, see the flag behind him. He had time to look back to see if there's a flag. There wasn't no flag, and he kept on going.
That was this year.
It was this year. I'm sitting there like this.
That dude is bad.
Bro, and it's so effortless. Like,
yeah, and he's bad.
It doesn't look like
when
he's
he threw with his
bro.
left hand. I was like, this dude just throw with his off hand.
Let me tell you this. This man's been in the league 3 years. He set the first year behind Alex Smith. He's been a starter for 2 years.
Wow,
He's been a starter for 2 years. I believe he's like 24.
Yeah,
he's already won the MVP.
Right.
He's already won the Super Bowl. And he won the Super Bowl MVP.
But know what that sounds like to me? Your boy up there in the great northwest, Mr. Seattle himself, Russell Wilson. Young guy coming out and just blowing the doors off the league.
Yeah.
So if he's even at the level of Russell Wilson, then you got 5, 6, 7 more years of this top talent.
5, 6, 7.
Just let us get one.
This dude is 24, man. We got and this is what I put on my Facebook, man.
He's closing
Brady
in on
is
40.
Gone. Let's talk about it.
He's
Brady
closing
is
in
gone.
on
I put
40.
this on the Facebook, man. I told my wife this. She asked me right before the Super Bowl, how you feel? Because I wasn't even going to watch the game with nobody. I was going to watch it at home by myself. But I was like, I already told you this, man. I was like, man, let me go ahead and spend the time with the family. When we win this, I'm going to celebrate with the family. But I'm like, let me grab all my Chiefs jerseys for the family so I feel a little bit at home.
Yeah.
So everybody was chiefed up.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I told everybody, like, this is 2020. It's the brand new decade right here. And all the old quarterbacks are starting to fade away.
Yeah.
Right.
And our quarterback is 24. He's still getting better. The team around him can still get better. Like, this year's team is good, but next year's team, we're taking Sammy Watkins $16 million and putting it on defense. What's that going to do?
So you're getting rid of him?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
This man's getting $16 million.
Yeah, but he's also
to be the third receiver.
But how long has he been around? He's been around for a while.
Yeah, not that long.
He might take less and stay on the team. So
I think he would. He might.
He might stay.
But the way I see it, man, we're gearing up. So I will say this. This is the decade of the Chiefs, man.
Oh, man. The decade of the Chiefs.
It's going to be us.
Hail to the Chiefs.
It's going to be us.
Ravens.
It's going to be Deshaun Watson. It's going to be Lamar Jackson. That's this decade.
Just those three.
In the AFC?
Wow. Okay.
You got like three in the NFC?
Okay.
Breeze is going to retire.
Breeze is going to be done.
Hey, I'm hoping
it's
to hear
going to
a
be
name.
Russ Wilson. Yeah. Russ Wilson will still be around.
I'm hoping to hear a name here, Tone.
Aaron Rodgers is on the decline.
You ain't got no other names you can throw out there?
That's nobody.
In the South? In the South?
You ain't got no.
He's young. What? He's 20.
No good quarterbacks.
He's 25.
Cam is on the way out. You know what I'm saying?
Cam's
quarterbacks,
gone.
Man,
Cam's gone.
I told you how I felt about Jameis last year, man. And he came out and did good yardage-wise, but I'm sick of hearing this, man. Like, like I told y'all with Alex Smith is steady. He don't make turnovers.
Yeah.
So he can win games that way. But when it gets pushed to shove and you got to take that chance and he doesn't execute it, that's a problem. If Jameis, he takes that chance, it's a turnover.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know some people.
Nobody's ever thrown 30 and 30.
Yeah, except him.
They named a show after him on ESPN.
and I keep telling people, I'm a Winston fan, but that don't mean I can't criticize him.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm a Winston fan as well, but I'm a little concerned with what is the gap, the mental gap that drives him to consistently turn over the ball. I mean, I'm not sure in the history of football that I can recall off the top of my head that I've seen someone is so consistent with turnovers. You guarantee two turnovers. It's not guaranteed. You can get all the way to the fourth quarter. What was the game I told you? I said we got two turnovers.
Well, no,
he still got the two turnovers waiting. Sure enough,
the last game where Mike goes, he's gonna throw two. So he threw one early, like in the first quarter. Whole game going by, we get to overtime.
It's the Falcons game?
I forgot what it was.
Get to the whole game, but he only had one turnover. The minute they hit overtime, he threw that pick six, and Mike goes, "That's my second turnover."
Dig this, Mike. Dig this, man. I went. Me and my cousin went to the Texans game because we hadn't went to a game this year. We was like, whatever, let's go. All right, we're out. We're tailgating. We get there early. We're tailgating. So we walk in. It's 1:07 when we walk in.
Yeah.
This man's already thrown 2 interceptions.
I was there.
He was at the game.
It was already 2 interceptions.
I walk in late too.
Yeah,
I could tell because I stay on the little deck and everybody was, you can see the shoulders kind of. And I'm like, the game just started. How's everybody on with the? I call it a Buccaneer slump where you all just like
the Buccaneer slump.
And they were like, man, he don't.
We got 12 plus years of the Buccaneer slump. All right, we're taking a quick time out. We got some music coming. I can't hear us, so I'm trusting Sergio. That is playing.
Yeah, we got you.
Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. Serge Gotti, Teflon producer. Hey, this is your main man, Mike D. I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray.
You're listening to Cover 2 Conversations, 2 Tampa Davis, 2 Talk, 2 Points to do for 2 hours on Flow Higher Radio. We'll have our guest here, the champ, Tone Kapone.
Yeah.
The champ,
known as Tone
We got another
Kapone.
guest coming up later. We're going to come back and talk a little bit about Reggie's 8-week challenge, about his recent birthday, about the future and all that. We're going to chop it up with Tone Kapone. We're going to even listen to, I believe, some Tone Kapone music. Tell us what music interlude we should be listening to.
First break coming up in respect to Kansas City, KC.
Yes, sir.
I got back-to-back songs by Tech 9.
Yes, sir.
Who's from Kansas City.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's from Kansas City.
Kansas City.
So I hope they play. I can't hear them.
They're gonna play.
Okay, all right. But they're from his older album. This is from.
We're talking about a Cleveland Brown friend, and he said, "Trust
Come
me."
on, take my word for it.
This
They've been
is-
doing this so long.
these-
They know what I'm
these-
doing.
He's probably playing Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Trying to act like it's
I
10.
gotta go old school and look at like meters and lines in order to make sure that the volume is
like the
good.
Matrix where you can't see.
I don't know
people.
what
Just
Voda
lines
Fool
on
did
the
last
screen.
night. The one night that I said, take over your show. I got to go to the DJ Sandman joint he was doing with Grab. He was
Yeah, I saw that.
He was doing a set with Grandmaster Flash. Amazing show. Shout out to DJ Sandman, by the way.
Shout out DJ Grandmaster
I figured I could trust
Amen.
Voda Fool. He's been doing it. He knows how to engineer. This guy calls me up. I'm at the show. Hey, I hear an echo. So I tell him, hit this button, this button right here. It's a headphone button. That
You
means
was
you
up
can
there
hear the
engineering?
headphone. So it echoes back. He said, oh, the one next to the speaker? Yeah, but push the headphone button. The one right by the speaker, push the headphone button. He pushes the speaker button, which mutes the whole broadcast to
Oh,
Facebook.
snap.
He didn't hear the echo, so everything's all good.
Wow.
So half of their show was muted
Silence.
on Facebook.
Well, let's not do that
I
today.
had to tell. No, you're good. I'm me.
This
He's
is
him.
Serge Gotti, man.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
we'll talk about this next
But
week.
yeah, so we got what? The industry and Amatel, right?
Yeah, the industry and I'm gonna tell.
By Tech 9
Yeah,
from
Tech 9.
Kansas City.
I'm a tell, boy.
The industry's a bunch of fucking punks.
Here's what they said.
Well, Tech, your drum and bass might not go well with urban radio, and your orange hair is so not black. I mean, you understand what I'm saying.
Radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on. Radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on. Radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. contain pain, and I'ma give it to the rap game. The way you're doing it, the way you're pursuing it, you're gonna ruin the feeling, it's a goddamn shame. Are you ready for the real? Here we go now. Most on the radio can't flow now. Every day I gotta cut the radio down. Sound like another Parker in O-Town. We can't have a contest or a showdown, but you guys got the same kind of flow sound. Checking in, I'm coming up with the mo down. Run up in the record label with a 4 pound. Am I too versatile? Curse to drown in the bowels of the earth, man, I'll be first to growl and burst out the valves of the original murderous verse out the mouth. Big Tech Nine's gonna be the one running the race. That's real, I'm speaking to everyone in the place. I can deal with you don't like the drum and the bass. If you can deal with a motherfucking gun in your face, I can't get with it. Record labels in the industry are sick with it. PDs, some really don't know a hit for shit. Kick the bitch, if you diss my hit, you might get pistol whipped. Catch him in the hall, hit him in the jaw. Give it to the fans, they can get it all. Cause the industry is pumped. Check, I'm ready to get crunk, I'm coming straight down with a pump.
Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one.
How many Tupacs and Jay-Z's and Master P's can they conceive? But they know a few blocks, 3 ATs and Master Keys and make them bleed. How you gonna say black people won't listen to this and don't listen to that? Like singing a fool can slang, hang a fool can gang bang, but never will get hit with a gat. You better get your story straight, cause I ain't no devil for real. I'm a rebel for real. That Tech Nine is on some other level for real. You a pebble to real niggas. Songs like Psycho Bitch and Real Killer. Einstein niggas, that's the mill stiller. The idiots say black folks won't feel us. What you think we dumb? Do we all gotta run when the heat comes? Showing the original tongue, it'll be fun, but the motherfuckers with the bums in the week one. Suge Knight pump the industry quick. That's because most the industry's bitch. Nigga, I'm a man, I don't be running from nobody. We deal with the niggas who tripping and giving the shit. Radio won't play the own fame. Thought they wanted rap to advance, but they own day. When I die, I'm my aunt. Hey, every industry faggot who giving money to her own pay. Take a technico, get people involved from KC to Mexico. Strapped with that fat desert ego. Run up on the industry and let the heat go.
Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one.
You can look into my EYEs and you can see why these motherfuckers don't wanna see my steez. Cause I'm a killer when lyricals come and then I do miracles. And I come from the kingdom of rumble drums and hums become mumbles. I'm the one that begun the gun tongue gets sprung at everyone coming in bundles. Act like a bitch, treat like a bitch. Act like a chump, treat him like a chump. When the pump jumps, what you gonna want? Ain't gonna want nothing. In the street punch, you can run but you can't hide from the ride. You can say that it's dope but I won't buy. You can think Tech Nine really won't fly, but I got a killer ear and a killer eye. Def Jam take chances, in my opinion. They give advances to the niggas that's really on. Universal loud the face, that's some of my favorites. But the ones who call the shots, most of them on some hater shit, that other shit. Or your mother sis, or your brother bitch, not no lover lick. Black and fat and blubber shit. Yeah, the radio dead, cause the industry is pumped. Put the double barrel to his forehead.
Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one. Hit won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one.
Now that's absolute power, bitch. That's real shit. We ain't kissing no motherfucking ass to be accepted. Open your mind, motherfuckers. Here's some new shit.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell a papa.
Tech Nine back in this, you know.
Mama say stop or
KC!
This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm
Told you we wasn't playing.
Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna
Yo, the killer clowns in your town raising all hell. Taking in with the stamina, coming to damage, a buck in the barrel when I bust with a bang. And it ain't no claws, that's a fraud, ain't no tall tales. Women love it when I hit, when I cover the booty, they giving it to me, but it ain't no thing. We reppin' KC Mo, fellas and the ladies know. They be coming with the killers and with the gorillas, the villains that get you when you disrespect us. Even the babies know, Technina got crazy flow. We be giving the women the willy, we sick of the haters wanna pay us, go against this record. This is important, we be courting every place we go. Get you up in the room and tripping up with the groom, I give it to you any way you wanna have it. Baby is a horse and yes, of course, I'ma have to break the hoe. Leaving the kids at home, I wanna bone alone, we hopping up and down like jackrabbits. So many kids put this on their daddy's mind. Never will I ever put them out there like that, feeling that I did, taking in and take it right back. Telling them that they mommy's boyfriend's Tech 9. We're looking at me like you really wanna fight, cat all taking in and wanna know what's what I'm like at.
This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
Yo, 151, Malibu rum and pineapple juice. For those that don't know, that's Caribou Loom, origin in Mizzou. We having fun, got some buns on some yak abuse. Road dogs on a rep in a smoke like regime, outlaws loose, click in a zoo. Stagger, when you with the nut house, we gon' have ya. Taking everything up in the book from X to that book, you looking to get took. Abracadabra, 151 and coke is Viagra. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, got her in love from having the best shook. Look, I'm hella fed up with all the silly rumors, dawg. Saying that we got dropped from J. Cole, that never ever would happen, I mean, what do they know? We kept our head up, now money's coming to us all. We're kicking it with strange, wallowing in fame, giving the game, only when I say so. So crack some bub with me, demons get some love with me. Do what you gotta do to get, what you gotta get it all, checking Nina's on the road. Get on some shrub with me, 2 cases of bud with me. What you gonna do to get the women on crunk? I'ma hit them with the funk, got them all like so.
This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby. Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby. This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby. G's in your chakra and ain't nobody hotter. Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna
Yo,
tell her papa.
1, and then comes the 2 to the 3, and that was the anthem, now this the anthem, hella rocking the planet again, you can't stand it again. Huns, they've been coming through to see me, man. Then I depends them and I busted random, in a bit I'ma land them, dog, run it, I ram it again. Raves, I love to get high and get paid. Why you wanna stick 'em with another hit up out of a biz, baby, you don't wanna miss the ish. Babes, they love to come by and get laid. Why I'm at the pinnacle when I rip it, I'ma kill 'em in this, to the haters I gotta send 'em again. Bump this in your ride or in the club, giving everybody what they need, I give it all, so they give it all back to me. Haters, don't you hide, just show some love. Dig it, I'ma rep the B and never ever let the C get the best of me. So many kids put this on their daddy's mind. Never will I put them out there like that, feeling that I did, taking in and take it right back. Telling him their mommy's boyfriend is Tech 9.
Oh no, girl, your baby's at the door. This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby. Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby. This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby. G's in your chakra and ain't nobody hotter. Close the door before your child hear the sound, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
This one is for my homies and to all the DJs. Yeah, we king it. So when you pump it once, press instant replay. They gon' love this one, learn it, love it.
G's in your chakra and ain't nobody hotter.
And this is another technique of production.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby.
Mama say stop or I'm gonna tell her papa.
Close the
Game
door
day,
before
baby,
your
wake
child
the
hear the
fuck
sound, baby.
It's game day, baby. Wake the fuck up.
Dawson. You matriculating.
Welcome back. This is Cover 2 Conversations, 2 Tampa natives, 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher Radio. Listen to the Vocastology man, Mike D, and I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray,
also known as Space Ghost. Those are 2 selections from Reginald Gray's vast archives of music in honor of our guest, the champ, Tone Kapone from
The
Kansas City.
champ known as Tone.
The whole
Say it with your
name.
chest. The champ known as
Yeah,
Tone
Tone
Kapone.
There you go.
Tone Kapone. What was it? Was Tech 9? You say?
Yeah,
And
Tech
he-
Yeah,
Nine.
man. Shout out Tech 9, bro. That's the Kansas City GOAT.
Really? He's
Yeah.
Kansas City. I've never known that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Kansas City.
He's been doing it for about 25 years now, and as far as independent artist goes, he's the top grossing independent artist of all time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Runs his own record label.
No.
Been making money.
Yeah, his merchandise, got his
Been
own,
making money.
own
What?
facility for merchandise.
Yeah, they named the gun after him.
That's how you know he's from Kansas City.
Hey, I didn't know Kansas City was in Kansas.
Did
That
you?
was new.
Really?
Wow.
That was new.
Really?
That was new.
Man, you could be president, Mike.
Yeah.
Bruh, Kansas City is one city in 2 states, man.
Yeah,
Everybody that,
I've been to Kansas City. I stayed in the Missouri side, and then I walked over to the Kansas side to go to a club.
yeah, KC Mo and KCK. KCK dangerous, man. People don't understand. Like, I feel way more safe in Tampa than in Kansas City. Kansas City is dangerous. Y'all don't understand this, bro.
Yeah, I stayed
for real.
downtown, so I just said, "Hey, that's sort of home of Hallmark."
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
I walked right
Crown Center.
I had no idea on this.
home
Mike.
of Hallmark. So see them Hallmark cards. To my wife, who I love dearly.
My love.
They killing
Nina.
people down the street.
Right around the corner.
Right around the
Right around the corner, bro.
All right, so we're back here with the champ known as Tone Kapone, Reggie Gray, Serge,
Right?
Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. One of the things we always like to talk about on Cover 2 Conversation is health and wellness, especially for people of color, especially as we get older, et cetera, et cetera. And Reggie Gray is on a journey. Just had a recent birthday. I want to hear about how that went. And I know that you started the year, I believe it was at the beginning of the year, if it wasn't not in December, you had started a challenge to kind of get yourself prepared because you want to do a show this year. So tell us a little bit about, first, let's start with the challenge. How'd you do with the challenge?
Came down to 2 people, me and one other person, a female. And the people that put the challenge together, Justin and Abby, they own Abs Fitness in Brandon. I'll have to try and get them on the show.
Okay.
And they came down to say, hey, it's up to you and another person. So they put our pictures on their story on the Instagram, and the most votes won.
Okay.
The way it was set up, which I didn't think about it at first, was you have to pick best transformation, yes, no. I'm assuming, don't know this, but I think that person's people were going to my picture and hitting no, because the percentages were going down, 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 down. And when I put everyone the link to vote for me, I didn't start off saying, hey, hit no on hers.
Is that what they said?
They didn't say it, but it was obvious because she comes in at 80% up, and I'm down here at 50, and people are voting for me like left and right, and the numbers they barely moving. You know,
So you can
So
vote
they
yes
voted for
and
you, but
no.
not no for
Yeah,
her.
that's crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's a messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's what it is. But I felt good. I came down to the final 2. I would have felt better with the $500.
So you basically like the San Francisco 49ers
Yeah,
of the AP
yeah.
challenge.
But to be honest, to be honest, I would have liked the money. I think just pure transformation. I think she deserved it.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
It's honor in sports. So
Not in my wallet.
Unless you can vote no on the other person.
Yeah.
So so
new.
the transformation, I believe you didn't focus on weight loss. You focused on size, right? So did you lose?
Well, for that contest,
Uh-huh.
I was focused on just having a change, a difference.
Oh, just the difference. Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't about me trying to get totally ripped. It was like, look, from that first picture to 8 weeks later, a difference. That's all I was focused on.
Okay.
And with the girl, she had an obvious. She lost a lot of weight. She probably didn't put any muscle on at all. Just lost weight.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, have you seen her during that picture, or might have been Photoshop?
Ooh.
No, I don't think so.
Because I think everything is fake now.
I like to introduce that into the mix.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everything is just.
Hey, did you see?
Made
Did you
up,
see those
man.
deep fakes they can do now?
The what?
The deep fakes. What they can do is have, let's say, you talking, and it's you. It looks like you, but it's actually they put the words in your mouth, and they can make your mouth.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw something with Jim
It's
Carrey or
crazy.
something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. Man, the world is crazy.
I don't think so, Tim.
crazy.
I mean, it looked like just a regular old person.
But that's
in the
all
kitchen.
right. So what's the next what's the next step? What have you been doing now?
Next up, I'm in week 2 of my prep. My coach is going to be as our second guest today.
Okay.
Coach Kelly, she's going to come in today. I'm on week 2 of my prep. Now this is going hardcore.
Okay.
She's got me. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. Sunday's my day off.
Now, remember, he didn't say he was working out 6 days a week. He said he's in the gym.
No.
He go in, he walk around with a towel, and walk out.
Take a picture and be out.
Right,
I seen a girl do that before. I was like, what the?
But she, and you can get more into it when she gets here. I have to do every day of cardio and the sweatsuit. So it's 40 minutes of cardio every single day, and that sweatsuit to sweat. So that's every single day. 40 minutes up until Saturday is 30, and Friday is 30 minutes, and Saturday is 30 minutes. Then every day is 2 body parts every single day. Only day I have off is Sunday. Now, what we are doing with Sunday is if we miss something during the week, we'll use that off day to make up what we missed. Like we're supposed to do abs Thursday night, and then have time to do it. Mm-hmm. So we just may go tomorrow, just make up abs for tomorrow. But it's a 1 month program. I sent all my progress pics to her. She got me wearing a waist trainer, and she goes, "Yeah, guys wear them too." So when I'm doing my cardio, and my
I
waist,
actually was going to buy one of those. I heard that actually works.
And so diet wise, I'm strict. I've had no alcohol whatsoever until this weekend on my birthday. That's it. So I'm enjoying this birthday, and after that, clean again.
All right, so let's talk about the birthday. What have we wrought on the day that Reggie Gray graced the planet Earth?
Not shit. We left the gym last night. We were supposed to go see Mike Epps. The schedule got thrown off. We didn't go. Stayed home. Me and her just chilled at the crib. I popped a little drink I had like in 2 weeks. And popped something and just watching. We're watching competition videos, fitness competition videos. That's been
right now, man.
You know, man, I tell you,
I'm getting old, bro.
I tell you, love hurts, man. When the woman done psyched you out on your birthday, when you've been planning for weeks, man, I'm gonna get crunk. This is my last time drinking for 6 months. I'm gonna get hard. I'm gonna see Mike Epps. We're gonna hang out at the club together. I'm going to a strip club. I'm gonna strip. Yeah, I'm gonna do all this stuff. And Yellow May was over there going, what you did up doing? I was sitting at home watching YouTube.
Yeah. So
she got you. Dog.
Yeah, that's why tonight we're gonna
got you.
catch the MMA.
She got you.
We're gonna watch
He
it.
didn't say nothing. He ain't got no response to that. He's just like,
while you were planning to go out, she was planning to go. No.
Reg about to take his mic and go home right now.
No. Where?
F you.
Creative differences. Tonight, MMA fight, O'Brien. Just to get the house. Just to get out. So
Just to get out.
That's to get out.
Yeah. Take a picture and put it on Flow High Radio with you at the MMA fight tonight.
Okay. Anyway, so I know you didn't see it, but you saw the interview.
I actually didn't even watch it, man.
Okay.
But I'll tell you the reason why I didn't even watch it.
Well, hold on. What's the interview?
Okay, here's what we're talking about. The big flag this week is Gayle King's interview with Lisa Leslie.
Gayle King's the famous friend of Oprah Winfrey that now does all kind of stuff.
Yeah, CBS Morning Show and all that stuff right there. And she interviewed Lisa Leslie and part of the
Lisa Leslie, former WNBA
LA
player.
Sparks. Yep.
Champion. Great.
And part of
Play with men and beat them.
Yeah. Part of the interview, she mentioned Kobe in the interview. Mm-hmm. That part comes up, and with
Kobe, who passed away in a helicopter
crash. I apologize. Kobe Bryant, him and his daughter passed away in a helicopter. And in the interview, she mentioned about his legacy and about the rape allegations that happened in Colorado, how that may tarnish his legacy. Now, I totally agree. I wasn't brought up in the first place. That wasn't the issue everybody has. The problem everyone's having is, she said, well, Kobe, bring it up. Do you think those allegations are what tarnish his legacy? Lisa came back. That's not the friend I know. We've gone out to clubs before. Mm-hmm. He doesn't do women like that. Blah, blah. That's not the person I know. Mm-hmm. Bam. Question's been asked. She answered. Move on.
Right.
Gayle doubled down on it. Yeah, but no, the allegations here, and she kept going on with it. Just kept pressing the issue.
How many times did she ask the question?
3 times.
3?
But
Yeah,
I think you said they cut it. The interview.
No, what happened was it's a long interview. They cut that scene. So what happened was the interview was a couple of weeks ago.
So the footage came out.
The footage came out, and people didn't even know about the interview. They just posted the Kobe part. Damn.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. That part gets more controversy about it. And everyone's going off on Gayle King.
Right.
And usually I'm very open-minded to stuff where it's like, come on, y'all can't get mad. Just, no, whatever. This one is like, the dude just died, dog. With his daughter. You know? I wouldn't even ask the question in the first place. But once she gives you a response back, you got a response back.
Leave it alone.
So, yeah, you move on.
I mean, sometimes you can press it, but
So what think
depends on
about
what the
this?
situation is.
Eventually, don't want this to happen. I still think he's an icon, an American hero, icon, is to say, like hero. But you sure that people are going to do the same thing with Bill Cosby, right? When Bill Cosby passes away, there's going to be a lot of outpouring of love and all that. But someone's going to ask the question. And then, to your point, it'll be answered. And like, let's just say Sidney Poitier, he outlives Bill Cosby. I can see someone going to Sidney Poitier, going, "Hey, you did movies with Bill. You What do you think about He's going to answer, and he's probably going to answer very diplomatically. The answer that's not really an answer. And then someone's probably going to go, Sidney, you in 70s. That number one black actor with Bill Cosby. You and Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby.
You wouldn't do the right thing.
Red Fox.
Not do the right thing.
Y'all, what?
Uptown Saturday.
What, Sidney? What? Somebody's gonna press him. So to me, I think I think that rape allegation to me was even bogus. Even back then, and I know about the Me Too movement. And I do not discredit any woman who says she's been involved. I'm not saying that. But when you listen to facts, I always kind of goes, does that make sense? Is that about the person, good, bad person? No. Good people do bad things. Does that make sense? And I remember back then going, I'm Kobe Bryant in a hotel in Denver,
No way.
and I raped a worker
With a
at
condom?
the hotel.
What is a condom?
What?
Where's it going on?
And I don't even like drink and stuff like I don't know if he drinks at all, but it wasn't like alcohol involved or drugs, and I'm like that just doesn't make any sense. It's something's missing. You got to give me some additional facts.
Yeah.
When you told me that a beauty contestant went to Mike Tyson's room at 2:00 in the morning and he did something, I'm like, I'm sure he did. Because a woman come in your house, your motel room 2:00 in the morning.
What's that mean, Mike? What's that mean, Mike?
We call that something.
What was it called?
Back in the 80s or 90s. That's a name for that.
Booty call, baby.
It's called a booty call. There's a name for that. Now, because of Mike Tyson's personality, could she have been saying kind of no, timidly, whatever? That makes at least sense. I'm not saying it happened, but it makes sense. What that allegation, it didn't make sense to me. So I was like, and then he's young. He, start busting out on everybody.
I think my back is broken.
It's final.
So to bring that up with his death, when he died with his daughter, what all that he's done, all he's represent, children's books, movie, the short film, Oscar. Yeah, I like Gayle King. Well, did someone whisper in your ear, a producer? What's the point? What's the point of bringing that up?
Now, what I don't like is, I'm sure
You know
you've
what
seen
it is, man.
even though you didn't see the interview,
I don't even need to see the interview.
No,
I didn't say that.
You know what
I
it
don't
was.
even need to see the responses to it.
Yeah,
Because the way I feel about it, man, like, we all interview people.
Yeah.
We all have questions we want to ask.
Ask the question.
And we all know what the consequences and repercussions of those questions are going to be. Because you think through the question, what's the response going to be that I get?
Right.
So she had to think about that. The fact it got cut means that it was cut for a reason.
Right.
So the fact it showed up, she has to be kind of shook about that. But at the same time, I mean, like, the way I see it, I didn't think about that Bill Cosby thing. That Bill Cosby is going to be interesting when that happens. But the difference is because he's actually incarcerated right now. Right now for that stuff. Kobe had time to make amends for what happened.
Many years.
Because this was 03, 04.
Yeah.
This is over 15 years ago. But on top of that, it was just an allegation. He actually never got convicted of it, too.
Right.
So
Yeah, because all the evidence that came out, they're like, nah, there's no way. But people ignore all of that. Even though they said, yeah, with trial, we had all these specimens in their.
You know why?
thing.
They always remember the headline,
They remember
but
the
not
allegation.
what happens after.
But they don't want to remember.
That's the worst part. It's
They
the
always
allegation. It's
remember
never
that.
the
Yeah.
end. It's the allegation get you every time.
And it'll kill your whole career. If you let
Every
it.
time. Every time.
Nah, man, I cried for Kobe. I won't even lie to you, and I wasn't even expecting to.
Yeah, I admit I didn't have tears, but I damn sure I was shook.
Yeah.
And you know what I was doing? I was driving with my daughter
Who wants tacos?
to the mall. Say he died with his daughter. So I'm
And we had
traveling
just
with
got
my
done
daughter.
at the park.
Yeah.
We just finished at the park.
And I would just look back at my daughter and go, "Oh my God, oh my God." That's what killed. If it was just, I still was shook because it was Kobe. But Kobe and his daughter, that bothers me right now, man.
It has to, man.
It was
If your father. It has to bother you.
It just was like, oh,
because
man.
what do you do in that situation? You see, my daughter's here with me right now. What do you do in that situation?
And then the thing is, he was going to do some greater things. He was still young. He was doing. You just knew that Kobe was going to show back up. Was he going to be governor of California?
This
like
man won an
Arnold or
Oscar.
whatever? Yeah, he was going to do, but he was going to do something.
It's like they never brought it up at the Oscars, but they wait till he died to bring it up.
Yeah. So Gayle King will learn a lesson from this. I don't know her.
Yeah, don't trust your
what her
producers.
what her original background is. I just remember
really
her.
so
Because she did an hour and a half long interview, and they took the little probably 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and she talked about it.
That was
and made
cut
that the
already.
focus.
Yeah, they gangster,
She
man.
needs to talk to them about that, man.
That's what she said. No, she said things are going to change. After
Is that why
today.
she didn't show up to the show and all that now?
No, she said things are changing after today.
Yeah, she got some death threats.
Of
She
course.
said that's not gonna. She said we're not
Everybody
gonna.
got death threats.
Yeah,
Because
man.
what
Well,
it is-
Snoop
Tariq Power has
Snoop
death
didn't help.
threats.
What did Snoop do?
Snoop,
He put out a bounty on her.
Snoop, dude.
Really? I didn't know that.
Snoop got on Instagram and called her what? What?
Old dog and dirty
Old
dog
raggedy
bitch.
bitch. You know?
What?
Because for the longest, everybody's been looking at Oprah and Gayle like they
Yeah.
on some other stuff. I won't even say like, because I got my daughter
Yeah.
in my lap.
Yeah.
They've been looking like they haven't really been representing the
you
cause.
see the
Yeah.
pictures now. They got pictures of Oprah and Gayle kissing Harry Weinstein, the serial rapist.
Yeah.
and they got pictures of her with Donald Trump. They
Photoshop
really
probably,
they
man.
really been
Don't
going in
believe
on them. Boy.
But she'll recover from it, man. Oprah got
Yeah.
sense. They got a PR team and all that, man.
Yeah.
They'll figure out a way to make that work
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know Tone got to go. Before we go, I want to ask you: are you scared about what happens almost every single year? The Super
The
Bowl
sophomore
hangover.
slump.
Bro.
The sophomore slump.
He said,
I thought I already answered this
Ooh.
question.
I'm talking about next year. I'm talking about this
My
year.
quarterback is 24 years old.
Is it his
The
quarterback?
same
His
team-
quarterback.
The same team, minus a few pieces, are going to be coming back next year.
Yeah.
You know where the Super Bowl's at next year, right?
Tampa.
Florida.
Come on, bro.
That's
The
what
home
that's
of the
what-
champ.
That's
No,
what
it's
I'm
no
saying.
Capone.
My answer is this: I'm throwing the Super Bowl party next year. Me
Wow.
and Spaceship
In
are
the
gonna-
stadium.
Me and Spaceship are going to have some type of Super Bowl party going next year.
Oh, speaking of spaceship tonight,
That's my answer.
Yeah,
Waves of the Bay. 10 o'clock
yeah.
tonight?
Yeah, Waves of the Bay, man. Shout out Flow High Radio for giving us our opportunity, man. We got started back in March. Damn, it's been almost a year. That's crazy, bro. But we got started back in March, transitioned it over to FM radio, so now we're on 88.5 in Tampa. If you guys are outside of Tampa, www.wmnf.org. And then that's how y'all can tune in, or else hit that WMNF app. But yeah, man, we interviewed Khalil Lene tonight.
Yep.
And what's even crazier now that we look at this, man, I remember being right here, whatever episode it was, sitting with Sergio and Spaceship, watching Kalia on
you were
TV.
here?
We were watching The Voice at that moment.
Wow.
And I'm interviewing her tonight.
Killed
man.
it, dude.
So yeah, anybody knows Kalia Lene, we're interviewing her tonight from 10 till midnight, 88.5.
I thought she has a show coming up, right? Khalil and
Yeah,
Friends.
for Valentine's.
She got a show coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
What is that? Jazz House?
I saved the
7th Road, maybe?
the flyer.
Yeah, I just know it's Khalil and Friends. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that.
It was Ryan Robinson's host. So shout out Ryan Robinson, man. Amazing comedian, amazing host.
Yeah, we saw her
That's the
perform right before the show had the finals or whatever. She had performed at Jazz House. Great show.
Okay.
Great show. But Tone, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tone Capone.
No
And
doubt.
Wait. Say it right. Say it
Oh,
right.
the champ
yeah.
known as Tone Capone.
Champion.
We changed the name now. Yeah. You gotta say the whole thing though. You gotta say the whole thing.
Champion.
The champ known as Tone Capone.
Okay, we're gonna take a timeout too, and I have
What do you got coming up?
Oh, hold on. Let me say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all check out the webpage www.tone-capone.com. I spell my name with a K. You spell it with a C. You will
won't
not see
see me.
You're gonna see all the interviews on there. Everything right there, man. All right, say hello. You don't want to say hello?
Oh,
It's all good, man. I appreciate
Baby
y'all having me.
Capone.
No
for real.
problem.
Hey,
Have a
man, I
nice-
appreciate you coming by, man, and
Sure.
congratulations. 50 years. He's been waiting for 50 years. He got his championship. He
We're
got
running
his
it back
quarterback.
next year
No, you ain't.
in Tampa.
No, you ain't.
In Tampa.
Go Browns.
And remember this, just like I told y'all last year, we should have got rid of Jameis. Yeah, 1 year later, y'all still talking about this. Think about this moment. Think about this moment next year when y'all have me in here for my back-to-back interview.
Oh.
Y'all don't even want to talk to me next year.
No.
I don't even know what I'm calling myself next year.
Yeah.
well, in celebration of Tone Capone, we played Tech Nine first music break.
Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah.
Independent artist.
Second music break, we have 2 back-to-back songs from
Tone Capone.
Yeah.
Tone. Oh, the champ known as Tone
Tone
Capone.
Yeah.
All right, you got it. All right, boom.
All right, this is your man Mike D, Reggie Gray. We'll be right back. Coming to Conversations.
See, I don't know about y'all, but I'm putting a lot of work, a lot of hours to get to the point that I'm at right now. And it seems that after all that labor, all that stress, and all that hustle, all that grinding, I'm finally getting to that point. I finally feel like this is the beginning. This is only the start.
I've had my ups and downs, mixed with highs and lows. I've had to stand my ground more times than you will ever know. Didn't always have control, sometimes I didn't reach my goals. When I didn't win, the losses really took a toll. But then I bounced back, got back on the fast track. Pushed it to the max, but I won't stop until I'm past that. They ain't never gonna tell me shit, I'm gonna tell my story. Greatness is my imprint, I'll leave a blaze of glory. I've been waiting for a long time, had to keep a strong mind. Now the game is all mine. You say my name when they mention greats of all time. Gotta take it prime time, such a beautiful grind. I've been waiting for a long time, had to keep a strong mind. Now the game is all mine. You say my name when they mention greats of all time. Gotta take it prime time, such a beautiful grind. They tried to tell me that I wasn't gonna make it, even though I kept my cool. It was hard for me to fake it. I've had premonitions of ambitions and I just can't shake it. They had their expectations, so was know this. Waiting for this moment, the what's in store, be such a bold grind. On life, when my days dark as night, the beat see me to the past till I came up out of nothing. Cloud 9 from ground zero. They call me superhero, rock a S on my chest. I got my feet on the ground as I was burning like Nero did. How I came from rock bottom, dug my way out of hell, and the world trying to trap me. Send up, I got a story to tell. Just they struggled how struggled, or hustled how I hustled. They never had to juggle or exert a little muscle. That's why I'm on the bubble. My clicks bringing trouble, leave the industry in rubbles. Our money starts to double. They dig me like a shovel. I try to show them love. Hard work brought perks. Now I'm tighter than a glove. Do it all a smirk and shrug. They'll never take my pride. You'll see it in my eyes, cause my time is a ride. Listen up, I got a story to tell. How I came from rock bottom, dug my way out of hell. And the world trying to trap me, but I broke out the cell. Now it's all good, it's all good. Listen up, I got a story to tell. How I'm schooling them and doing it well. Now I'm shooting to the top, stars shining like sails. Now it's all good, it's all good. Listen up, I got a story to tell, yeah. Then listen up, I got a story to tell. Listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, I got a story to tell.
Welcome back. This is your main man, Mike D.
Welcome back.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter.
John Travolta, famous actor, started his career.
And we were
Back
watching
home.
clips from Saturday Night Fever last night too.
Clips from Saturday Night Fever?
I'm not watching the whole movie.
Clips from Saturday Night
You
Fever?
hit my hair. It takes me a long time to do my hair, and then
Did
you
my
hit it.
hair. Did my hair. Yeah, we old. Shut up. We
Yeah.
old. Damn. I know you're looking up Google Saturday Night Fever. What is that? Is that a disease? Yeah. There's a movie called Thank God It's Friday, too. Look that up, too. You don't know about that. Disco was king.
I saw that at Funland Drive-In. I saw that at Funland Drive-In.
Disco is king. This is your man Mike D. This is Cover 2 Conversations, 2 tapping in, at least 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours on Flow Higher Radio. I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray.
also known as Space Ghost. You know, a.k.a. the proprietor of Castle Grayskull. Because you know Reggie's got the power. He's got the power. We are produced by Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. And we've been joined by Alfie, the Sith Lord.
Hi, everybody.
Straight from Cleveland.
Straight from Taco Bell.
Now, remember.
Thank you.
And remember, Reggie's in charge of 2 things. He brought us our 2 musical interludes, which were...
What? Last break?
Yeah.
For all good.
Well,
the
champ known as Tone Kapone was in studio. So to make him feel at home, he's from Kansas City. First break, I played Tech 9. He's from Kansas City.
Okay.
Second break, I played 2 of his own songs.
Okay.
So I can't remember the titles right now.
All right. So that's one thing that Reggie is fantastic out of his music archive. The second thing Reggie does, because he has a diverse population of friends and family all through the galaxy.
Not really.
He brings our guests. So our first guest for our first hour was the champ known as Tone Kapone from Kansas City, local radio host himself on WNMF. Shout out to Kenny K. Rest in
R.I.P.
power.
Kenny K.
Rest in power for Kenny K. He brought us another guest, a second guest, a special guest. I don't have a nickname for her yet, but I think he called her Coach Kelly. Is that Coach Kelly?
That's right.
That's Coach Kelly. And he didn't say R. It said Coach Kelly. Not R. Kelly. Coach Kelly. He brought Coach Kelly here. As everyone knows, Reggie's been talking about one of the things we always talk about in Cover 2 Conversations since our beginning back at In Touch Radio. A shout out to In Touch Radio giving us our start. We talk about health and fitness and wellness, especially for people of color, especially for older folks. Because guess what? That's what we are. That being said, Reggie's spent many years on and off in the gym, training and stuff like that. He got to a point where he was almost, he was touching the ceiling, and he was like, man, I'm going to do a show. I never forget it. He had a good, nice 2-pack on, a little 2-pack on his thing. He was taking pictures on Facebook, MySpace,
2013.
Instagram, and we were like, you might actually do this. And then I don't know what happened. Fell off the wagon. 10 years later, now he is back.
That's like call center stuff, right?
He is back.
I understand.
He met a beautiful young lady, Yetta May. Yetta May is also a world champion bodybuilding professional, as well as an opera singer. And she lost 80 pounds and won last year's Iron Bay Classic in two categories. And when you wake up every morning and you look at your mate, you go, "Hey, I did it. What you gonna do?" So Reggie's like, "Oh, you looking at me in the face like that? I'm gonna do something." So one of the first things he did is did an 8-week challenge where he came in second place. So he's the San Francisco 49ers of the 8-week challenge.
Wow.
But then the second thing he did is really turn it up. So Reggie, tell us, I think you were saying a little bit before that you're on your second week of preparing for your September competition.
September 12th.
All right, tell us a little bit about that and introduce your guest.
The guest is my coach, Yetta's coach. IFBB? IFBB. Fitness, coaching. She has a whole stable full of of athletes that she's coaching now. I'm in the stable, Mike.
You're in the stable?
I'm in the stable. I'm in the stable. Boy, them horse steroids working, buddy. Yeah. Kelly Lynn.
Kelly Lynn.
Kelly Lynn.
Coach Kelly.
Yeah.
That's me.
Coach Kelly. Kelly Lynn. So tell us a little bit about what does it mean to be is it a fitness competition coach? Or are you a fitness coach that also specializes in competition? What is Coach Kelly?
So I got started in coaching way back in 2002. I was a Marine. I was a United States Marine.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Oh, say hoorah. Not hoorah.
Yeah, but he's not a Marine, so he didn't want to disrespect.
No.
Because I was in the other one of the other branches.
What was the branch you were? What? Navy? Navy.
Army.
Oh, okay. No, much respect. No, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Thank
Now
you
for
for your
the Steph
service.
Lodge.
No, but so I got into it. Just always been active, and I started competing when I was 20, and then I kind of just took over my interest in like helping people. Once I started learning all about the body, it was a natural transition for me in my life, and being in fitness, I've been able to touch so many lives, and so from competing to like inspiring people to be better and do better, I started doing personal training, and then it kind of just went into like the nutrition aspect and working with athletes, and now it's been crazy. I mean, I've coached so many people in Tampa. I have people nationwide.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been a real blessing, So I've been able to, and I'm also currently I have a book coming out for coaches.
Second book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your first book?
No, I have one for motivation as well. So they're on Amazon.
Okay.
And so
we look up
Kelly Lynn, just Kelly Lynn. Yeah, you can just Amazon
LYNN.
All
right, look it up.
Yeah. So my whole thing is I've been able to build a business on just integrity and giving people what they need as far as motivation, and then when people lose motivation, it's gonna affect their training and their whole nutrition
Sorry, she
aspect.
looked at you ready. No, sorry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like some people are athletes, and they're athletes when they're younger, and they get injured, and they can't they can't play football anymore, they can't play sports anymore, they can't do gymnastics. So this is like also an outlet for former athletes as well. So
you need to go to the Cleveland Browns. No, I'm talking.
Yeah. So it's like it's been really crazy. I mean, I turned 40 this year, and so it's been almost 2 decades in the fitness industry.
Okay.
And it's crazy. So I mean, I've had a lot of male athletes, a lot of female athletes. I've taken them from some people, were over 200 pounds. I've had women never believe they could be in shape. They got, down to like 125.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the skin tightens up, everything, over time. If people just learn that discipline, they can actually do it.
Are you only doing people that compete, or people that just, look, I want to get in shape and just look the part?
You can I do both. It's really, sometimes when people are competitive, they stick to it because they have a goal in mind, like a real tangible goal they have to achieve. But some people that don't have that goal, they think they want to get in shape, but they're not really ready. So, I can usually tell. And people that say, I just want to get in shape, there's sometimes it's like hit or miss. But competitive athletes are usually more structured.
That's when you get their credit card up front. Oh, you want to get fit? How about we get you on an automatic debit?
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to see you for about 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you did say, and I told you about this earlier, the pictures you're talking about, like 2013, I think. Mm-hmm. And I was considering doing it back then.
Right.
And men's physique was like brand new, I think.
Mm-hmm.
12, 13.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I could do this. Mm-hmm. And I was telling that I said, you know what? I would have messed it up. Because I've hung around enough people that do it to see what, over the last 10 years to see what they go through and the sacrifice it takes. If I would have, I'll put my money into it in 2013, I would have like maybe 2 months in would have been like, I'm good. Because I think what would have happened was I would have got cocky about it and been like, yeah, I got my 6-pack, I'm good. I'm going to the club. I got me a 6-pack, I'm going to the beach. And I'm like, stage, nah. Now I know the sacrifice, even being with her, what she has to go through.
Yes.
And the stuff the stuff she's done outside the gym that her life stress.
Yeah, for the love of a woman.
Yeah.
I'm getting texts from Reggie Gray 4:30 in the morning at the gym. I'm getting Facebook posts from Reggie Gray 10 o'clock at night at the gym. And I'm thinking, what is this woman got you doing? What is wrong with you, bro? Because if I count from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., you're not sleeping.
No. on her prep for the show when it was coming up that last month.
I remember.
Dude, because by the time we got to the gym, we left, we finished like around, it was something to be 1 o'clock in the morning. Had to get up before work for her to get her cardio in. Because she had double cardio. She had double cardio because
Kelly ain't nothing to play with.
You ain't lying.
Nope.
Ain't nothing to play with.
So right now, I'm only doing my 40 minutes of cardio right now, and I'm eating a lot, and that's like, enjoy that food now. You know? I'm complaining about the food, like, dude, I'm not hungry, dude. I'm like, I gotta eat again? And she gonna say, but you can now.
like you gotta start eating slow, like, I want to feel this in my mouth. Because I'm not going to feel it for a long time. So tell me, Coach Kelly, if I may call you that.
Yeah, call me. That's fine with me.
Coach Kelly.
Kelly Lynn.
Kelly Lynn. Based on just anecdotal feedback and actually watching them and seeing her come to our radio show eating her 6th meal of the day, do you have kind of a tried and true method that you do with all athletes, or do you prescribe specific plans for each athlete for each purpose? For food, workout,
it's all
lifestyle.
custom. It's all custom.
It's all custom. Okay.
Yeah, because some people are better. Like, there's some people that are really structured in how they work. You know, they want something. Are you eating a sweet potato?
Did you weigh that, boy? Did you weigh that?
You just.
Really?
Yeah, it's a sweet potato.
Good Lord.
Do you want some hot sauce for that? No, I customize everything. Every plan's custom.
So everything is custom. So can you give me an idea of you have a fitness couple basically. So can you give me an idea of the difference in the programs for Yetta May versus Reggie? Just is it different macronutrients? Is it different workout? But give me some ideas of what's really happening.
So basically, when I'm doing diets, I find out not always their weight, because I don't have to go by weight. So I can do basically.
Yeah, if y'all don't see Yetta May in the back, she about this tall.
Yeah, she's little.
She's
little.
Yeah, she ain't gonna bust out the scale on nobody.
Yeah, she's mighty. She's small but mighty though.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. She somebody like Yetta, she's like, she had to lose weight, and I've seen her compete before when she was, a lot smaller. So I know what she's capable of weighing. And most people, when they get on stage, they're going to be within a certain weight anyway. So I'm basically going off of your stage weight, believe it or not, when I see somebody with their height. Now, some people are like, oh, I'm just big boned or whatever, No, but they think they can't get that small, but they can. and if I give them a certain amount, people aren't supposed to go under 1,000 calories a day anyway. Your heart has to beat. Right. You have, just by resting, your metabolism's still going. So that's what people don't have. They have a misconception of that. Sometimes like you can't go 900 calories for a long time and think that your metabolism's not going to shut down.
Right.
So when I customize things, I take that into accountability. So your plan's always going to be over 1,000 calories. Okay. Doesn't matter who you are. And my thing is like if somebody's her height and his height, you're going based upon. I'm looking more at the height.
And just for people who don't know, 1,000 calories, I believe a Big Mac is like 560 calories. So one Big Mac
so split that
is 560 calories.
Twice a day.
Just to get you on the set. But go ahead. Right. So
exactly.
Someone like Reggie.
Exactly. No, someone like Reggie, he's trying to put on size, and he's trying to put on, before he gets like super cut for his show, you have to get him, above a certain amount.
Look at that.
Yeah. Is that good?
That's right. Super cut.
Good.
He's going to have all the creases in the head.
Yeah, exactly. All the veins. Yeah, so you're gonna.
So you're bulking them up right now.
Somewhat, like I do like to do clean bulk. I don't want people getting like thinking they can eat whatever they want so they can get bigger. And just eat what they feel like, because that's a bad habit too to get into. You start eating really crazy amounts of food, and you think that that's gonna make your your muscles bigger, but we're actually trying to increase protein and keep him more on a regimented schedule with the times he eats. That way that the body gets accustomed to that. So as I bring food down, or taper his calories down, his body will respond because I know that he's eating the same every, 3 hours and he's not varying off of that.
I messed that up.
Well, you messed that up.
Give me 20.
What's the punishment in this situation?
I'm doing it based on my breaks at work. So I've been doing like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's
Not
still.
three.
That's still.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm following.
No, you're good.
So-
No, I'm saying you don't want to go like a gap of 4 hours or more, and just like you don't eat breakfast and you skip and you start eating lunch. Basically, your body starts to go into starvation mode. It's really primitive still. Our bodies are very primitive. So, when people don't realize is if you skip breakfast, your body gets, people are doing the intermittent fasting thing now, that's like the hot thing.
Yeah.
And it's, but you don't want to start intermittent fasting or something like that as far as a diet, and then all of a sudden you're going to have you're going to start eating breakfast because that intermittent fasting is not going to work either. So anything you do, you have to do consistently to try to, stay on that track every day. So if you don't eat till 12, you better not eat till 12 every day.
Gotcha.
If you start eating at 7, you should eat at 7 every day.
When you make the plans, like when I send you my before pictures, so you can make the plan, are you making it based on, okay, he wants to be on stage in September. The judges are going to look for this. So I'm going to make sure
Yes.
the game plan I'm giving you is for you to win, to go on stage.
Correct.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you give me a certain amount of time, I always tell people you can do a show in maybe 3 months, but you're not going to look as good as you would if you gave me 5 months of your time.
I'm giving you 7.
Yes. So basically, a year of bulking up or like putting muscle on to taper down, you're going to have way better results than just doing it in a crash course like 3 months. Obviously, because you got to build muscle,
Right.
So, for him, he's got 7 months, and we want to build his back up. We want to make his waist smaller.
Can you see my back?
It's never big enough.
I know. I'm proud of it. I'm like, that's one thing where I'm like, that's me.
Right. No, that's what I'm
whoa.
saying. But always, like, in the sport, like, they're looking for an X taper. They're looking for, the symmetry. They want a wide back, small waist. That's the kind of look. It doesn't matter what division, because that's symmetry. That's what they consider symmetry.
Okay.
So.
Now, you said you competed and things like that.
Oh, I did. My last show was 2018, and I turned pro in IFBB.
Mm-hmm.
I got my pro card in bodybuilding and physique, 2 divisions.
All right.
Yep, I did it down in the Bahamas. Yep.
Oh, well,
See?
Yep.
that could be like a postcard. I did it down
In the Bahamas.
With a coconut in one hand.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ask you some additional questions. Come back, maybe think about what the journey is gonna be like for him in the next 3-4 months. Well, it's you just warned.
Keeping it real.
I heard her say something about
Yoda talking to Luke
before
he started training.
He said, "There's no,
He said, "Not afraid."
there's no try, just do."
No, what he said.
That's right.
Well, the party goes, teach me, I'm not afraid.
Hey, I have on my wall. This is your main man, Mike D. I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray,
also known as Space Ghost. We got Alfie the Sith Lord here. We got Coach Kelly.
Sith Lord.
Yetta May, the Fit Opera Girl. We have Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. Cover 2 conversation, 2 temperatures, 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours on Florida Radio. We have another musical interlude brought to you by the House of Gray Skull. Who do we have for these 2 musical?
Dude, when you say interlude, I'm thinking like some slow jam. Thank
The slow jam.
Like some Johnny Gill or something. Next music break I have is Black History Month.
Okay.
So I have a song called Black.
Oh, that was very impressive.
Yeah. That's by Mickey Vale and Candy Co. And you're going to love this one. I'm going back on this one.
Okay.
Remember Paris?
Of course.
Yeah, I got Paris, Break the Grip of... Yeah. I got Paris, Break the Grip of Shame. And you ain't never heard an angry rapper before in your life?
Angry black man.
Woo,
Angry black man.
So it's back to back. I got Paris and Black. Back to back.
All right, this is Cover 2 Conversation. We'll be right back.
I hope.
9/11 was an inside job, government mass murder and cover-up.
Black, 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 black. Black shoes, black socks, black to the roots. Got my black thought on cock. Richard blast on these fools, boy. I'm black on the block. And my insane slang bang hard like black rock. Black like the stallion. Black like when cats is rocking African medallions and housing the party. It's a black thing, boy. Better ask somebody. Turn that black music up and pass the Bacardi.
Black like night, black like my president, black like a civil right, I'm black with a vengeance. Black jeans, black chucks, black fitted to the side, walking down the black block, hyper bumping Black Star. Hats are off when it comes down to it, call me Candy McFly, bringing black to the future. Black kings, black queens, resurrect the power handed off to black seeds. Black. 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 Black.
Into a new realm, a new dimension. Pay close attention and witness knowledge born on a microphone for the people that I call my own. Remember back when good rap was just a cool dance hit, even though it wasn't saying this. Well, them days is gone, I don't play that. Pick the punk and I'll say like whack. Stick with the sick style for the serious. Hip-hop lovers can't get enough of this. Black tracks on wax are so smooth, you can't help but to start to move. This is a call and a plea for unity. Black is back, uplift and be free. Keep pushing, the movement moves on. So strong now. With a raised fist, I resist. I don't burn, so don't you dare riff. A step to me, I'm strong and black and proud. And for the bitch, hope I ain't down. Life in the city's already rough enough without some young sucker running up. You don't know me, so don't step. I roll to the right and then bust your lip. Paris is my name, I don't sleep. I drop signs and keep the peace. Here to bust this for better justice. Another dope Scarface release. This is a serious style for the gifted. Pro-black radical raps uplifting. Still growing, the power so strong. You can't stop it now. Straight up on a movement tip. With force as strong as I lost my third eye. Black is back and P-Dog will never die. Who says that you can't do this? Can't be wise, I be for the movement. Games I won't have, so don't ya play none. You'll see why when I'm gone. Skinheads end up dead cause I don't play. Brothers swarm under the form of Scarface. Round up, roll out, we'll roll them up like Rolos. I stomp 16 solo. Straight for the jugular, hope that I don't swarm and bust a cap by night. So you just keep your place cause I won't stop. I'll keep pushing that movement rock when I break.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Cover 2 Conversations, 2 Tampa natives, at least 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher Radio every Saturday, somewhere about 5 p.m. Eastern Time, from Tampa, Florida, the West Coast, the best coast of Florida. And we are here with Alfie the Sith Lord and Serge Gotti, the Teflon producer. But we also have our regular... I got to think of a name for him now because he's all this bodybuilder champion and all this kind of stuff. But we know we always joined by Reginald Gray, a.k.a. Space Ghost, his partner in crime, Miss Yetta May. And they have brought to us Coach Kelly, former Marine, now professional IFBB pro trainer of champions. So we're talking with her about what kind of torturous road that Reggie has for the next 3 or 4 months, so I can enjoy watching his pain.
I have some questions. Mike.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
What, as far as your, when you say clients, what do you call them? Clients.
Yeah, you are a client.
So clinical.
Yeah. Yeah, she said you're not friends. You're clients.
What seems to be the biggest challenge that your clients usually face, where it's like that, let's say they're all competing for something. First time competitors, what's the biggest obstacle that you see that they're going through?
Get there. So somebody they don't see the future. They don't see what they're capable of doing. It's like, somebody, once you actually have been a competitor, just like anything you do, like somebody, once you have accomplished something in life, you're capable of it. You know what I mean? So if you've never been able to, but you only dreamt about it, you really don't think it's tangible. Like that's so hard for some people to believe that they can actually get there.
That's not what I meant.
You don't believe Reggie.
Well, my God, what are you talking about? Mental.
How do they usually screw it up?
It's same emotional. That's what I'm saying. Like people
it's
don't think they don't think it's tangible, so they think they're going to follow through with it, whether it's diet or training, and then something stressful comes up in their life, and then they kind of just like throw in the towel, and they're like, you know what? Like, I'm not feeling it today, and it's okay if I cheat. I'm depressed or whatever about something, and they just give up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. So it's all mental. It really is. Unless you have a severe injury or something happens that's very serious in your life, like a death in the family or something like that. Most of people's battles are truly mental. It really is true. Like,
battle within.
It is a battle within. It is, and that's the biggest challenge for me is to try to give people that vision that I see that they're going to get to, but they don't have it in themselves. They don't see it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
I'm mental.
Yep, I agree.
It's true.
Because I got to admit, when you see if you looked on, if you see us on Facebook, and you looked at Yetta May's before and after pictures, and I think one of the before pictures, she had already competed before that, I believe, gained all the weight, but obviously she did it again because she did it before. So even though it's an incredible feat, but she had done it before. It wasn't like it was not impossible.
That's the thing.
I think what I'm going to look forward to is seeing Reggie get back to that when he has 2-pack. Because that
4-pack.
Okay.
What's
the thing is, are you counting down or are you counting across? I think that would be a milestone because obviously we know we did it. It keeps popping up on my Facebook history 7 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm like, why does this picture keep coming up?
Yeah, I'll keep posting it.
You know how many IG messages I get from him and her throughout the day? Right? It's like 1 a.m. I'm like, oh shit.
I actually have a question.
Yes,
so
sir.
in your coaching, do you factor in with the mental issue? You do things like with meditation or?
Yes, like But my thing is, I try to get people to see that they need to stop when they're stressed, and they need to stop because honestly, it could be just a mood for the day. There's just something happened in their day, but they think it's like going to be like the snowball effect. And most of the time, that's the problem with most people is like with anxiety or anything. They think it's the end of the world. If you're having a bad moment or a bad day. So Yeah, no, it's true though. But that's what stops people from accomplishing like serious goals. Like, you know, if you have this vision, it's just like a radio station, a radio show. If you have a vision and you believe in yourself, it's gonna happen.
Serge got it.
See what I'm saying? You have to have a vision.
What?
He's not even listening.
I'm over. Hey, I'm starting Facebook beef with Gasparilla Music Festival.
No, you have to have a vision. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of like what I try to show somebody is give them the vision of what they're gonna have in the future.
So, what do you use as your metrics of, we got 6 months, we got 5 months, whatever it is, we got a year. How do you measure that, everything's going well or going sideways and you make some adjustments?
I usually do pictures every week. It's like a check-in.
Okay.
Front, side, back. And then from there, I can tell somebody if they need to like cut some of the food out that they're eating.
Wow.
Yeah, and if somebody messes up, I like when people are very transparent with me. If something happens in their life, I kind of want to know what's going on. Even if it's not diet related, if it's something that someone's going through mentally, I have to know what they're going through, because that's what stops them once again from progress. They lose their vision. And if you can try to get people from that sticking point, that's the big problem.
Yes.
Sometimes life derails you a little bit.
Yeah, life does derail you.
Trust me, I know.
But you have the conductor here to get you right back on track.
Yeah, tell me.
So, maybe it seems like an off-the-cuff question, but I like to ask this for those who are, do this. Like, what is your favorite either exercise or exercise routine that you just like is your go-to thing, whether it's for you or your client, that you just like this really does the job of moving you forward and being healthy or stronger or fit or whatever?
I think everybody needs a little bit of cardio. It doesn't have to be a crazy amount of cardio, but I think for your cardiovascular system, you need a little bit, at least 20 minutes a day. Not a day. If some people are trying to put size on, sometimes I don't have them do cardio on 2 or 3 days a week. Like, they don't have to do it. Mm-hmm. But as far as, I was just having this talk with one of my former clients the other day, and she's frustrated because she wants to get back in shape because she had a baby. Mm-hmm. And I told her that...
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, yeah, right? But see, she's done shows before, so I told her, I said, she goes, what could you tell me to motivate me to get me back up there? Or just get back into shape, because I keep losing motivation. I'm like, I said, the thing is you've been there, so you can do it. Mm-hmm. I said, but weight training is going to be what you need to just take a year off. Don't even focus on a goal. I said, just train hard, train heavy. That's my thing. Is your muscle is metabolically active, so you'll burn more fat in the long run being muscular than you will, just trying to be some runner or something like that. You're going to burn way more fat doing heavy training, weightlifting, and basically that muscle you build is shaping your body. Mm-hmm. Like if I tell him to do 4 sets of back, like for exercise,
20 reps
on pull-ups. Okay. like the prime mover, like pull-ups are very important for width in the back. Underhand grip is very important for developing the lower lat, so you look wider, and it creates thickness throughout the whole back. So I'm about doing, pull-ups, bench press, some of the just prime movers that even power lifters, football players, those type of exercises that they do in the gym through high school, those are actually what builds a really good foundation, even for women. Like, they don't realize, but that the squats and all those things, those are very important for developing a good structured.
Okay, how about this?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You had the program you have yet on right now. You have her doing how many squats right now?
A lot.
She won't even look at her.
420 total, I count.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she got like 4. Mike, this is after the weight workout. On the leg day, she ends the weight workout
with body weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 4 sets, 50 squats?
Yeah.
4 sets of 50 squats.
Wait a minute.
So this is after the leg workout.
4 sets. Wait a minute. 4 sets of 50
body
squats.
weight squats.
After the weight workout.
So basically, what you're doing is you're breaking your muscle down so
Oh,
much.
I get what you're doing, and I want to thank you for doing it too. Yeah, you get total.
This is a family show.
It is a
So you were saying you were breaking down the muscle.
breaking down the muscle and reshaping it. You know,
Uh-huh.
so even
Yes.
when she's off season and she doesn't see that muscle, when she does, diet down, we get her diet down for a show. She's gonna look like she wants to look, and she's gonna be inspiring other people. That's all I'm people
Inspiring
like
me?
that. Inspiring you.
I bet
and
you
many
are
other,
very inspired.
many other judges.
I know
Many
you're
other
very
judges.
inspired.
No, you're doing a great job with that. Thank you.
Very inspired.
Now with me, you seem okay. One issue I think I have in my visualization of myself is I don't think my arms are big enough.
Are you?
My personal opinion.
He's going through some hormone.
No. Okay, let me clarify.
He already said he feels fat.
He feels
and now
fat.
he don't think his arms are big enough.
I meant that.
I deal with it all the time.
I meant when I said I felt fat, I meant the week of I started on the program and all the food I was eating. I just felt bloated. That's what
That's
I meant.
normal.
Okay, but when I've always had the issue with myself is
You want bigger arms?
Yeah. And the thing is, I see them.
big,
Yes, I lose body fat. You see definition, but they don't look like.
We're
Jack.
working that. We're gonna work.
Yeah, how do you do that? Because one of the things I have noticed, and I even watched a special on this, and they talk about dehydration and all this kind of stuff. There's a part where you don't care how big your muscles are if your skin is this thick because it has that tissue on it. You know that. How do you
body fat wise or?
Yeah, I mean, because you see people who are big.
Right.
And they're defined per se big,
right?
But you don't see like the veins
definition,
and extra
right?
striation. Then you see the people like you just showed the picture
Right.
of you, where you see every striation of the muscle. How do you get your skin to even get to where you can, see all that definition? Like
I mean, it's really it's not just dehydration. It's your food gets cleaner towards the end, or your calories that you're putting out, you're pulling back more calories. So basically, your body has no more body fat to lose between the muscle under by the organs. Like you hold body fat everywhere, by your organs throughout your muscle tissue, just like steak. When you look at steak and it's like fatty steak. That as you get leaner, you're more metabolic and your muscle fibers are closer together, so they're actually burning at a higher temperature. So you're actually getting leaner. Every time you start to change up your training, it becomes more intense, or your nutrition changes. And to get the skin that thin, it's a combination of cardio, it's a combination of reduction of calories, and it's basically having more muscle mass and training harder. So
why is it you just doing her prep for the show last September? You didn't want her to know about the body fat percentage.
Because just like the scale, the body fat percentage just gets people's brain. Because if you do like those handheld body fat things, those are crap. They really aren't real. Because fat calipers are the best way to go. Or if you do a body impedance and you are under a dunk tank type of body fat type of scale, that's how you have to kind of measure your body fat. But doing those handheld things, or people that don't know how to do the calipers correctly, they can throw your numbers all off. And if you are looking to be a certain body fat percentage and you're not there because somebody did it wrong, that can throw your brain all off. So I ask people, don't do that, because it doesn't matter what your body fat is on stage. They don't measure they don't go, oh, you're 2% body fat, you're good.
Right.
It's really how you look. So for her, or most women and guys that are worried about their arm size, I try not. I try not. No, seriously.
Hey, next thing you know, he's gonna buy a convertible sports car.
Buy a
He's overcompensating for some.
Yeah, no. So
buy a bunch of jewelry.
Yeah.
So
a bunch of cutout shirts.
He mentioned something earlier,
and
before you got here, and I just recently actually read this or heard this something. He was talking about. He's been using a waist trainer. Can you tell me a little bit about waist trainers and what the purpose are and what they do and how they're helpful?
It's kind of like the old corsets that people used to wear back in the day, So you have your floating ribs. They can actually move a little bit, and it's not going to affect your organs. So what that'll do is over the years, people build up a lot of cartilage and from breathing and sitting wrong. So what waist trainers do is they fix your posture. they kind of bring in where your body has changed throughout the years from, squatting heavy. Like guys that squat heavy, their waists get bigger too. So it brings you back to where you should be.
Okay.
And the tighter you can wear that 4 hours a day, and I promise everybody, even if you didn't train and did that 4 hours a day, your waist would change. That is a fact. It's a fact.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
I did.
It's crazy, but it's a
I've done
fact.
it every day at work, dude. And like 6 hours every single day.
And you'll notice it.
And it's just like a band or
Yeah,
something?
you could do it's a neo.
It's a
You can do
girdle.
the Neoprene belt. Yeah, they have like a double one that's like a Velcro. You can do one strap and then the second one too. It's
You
pretty
remember
cool.
Titanic when her mom was zipping her up in Titanic?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. You will marry that man.
Why would you
crap.
bring up Titanic?
The girdle.
He's so emotional.
The girdle. Whatever. She's wearing a girdle.
Estrogen levels
Yeah,
are really high today for Reggie.
All messed up. All right.
You'll see we're going to get him to cry later.
So from the first picture, I've seen you 3 pictures so far over 3 weeks.
Right.
So from the first picture to the one I seen you today, so you do definitely see a change.
I see a change everywhere. I mean, I see it in your face. I see it in your neck, your back. You can see more definition in the back.
My neck,
You-
my back, my
Good night.
and with that,
Because I mean,
your arms.
yeah.
Your
No,
arms look bigger.
I see it in my arms. Just they don't look the way I.
They don't look like The Rock.
He wants the true 21
I'm
gun
like
show.
XL arms.
Oh, yeah.
Chino XL arms.
Yeah,
Okay.
You
Yeah,
are they're gonna change. Arms definitely are hard to build though.
Yeah.
It takes a while for them to.
The biggest issue I've
Catch
had
up.
with the program you had me on was by the time I got to chest day, which I think was on Friday,
You're sore.
dude, my arm broke.
Oh, man. And when your woman tell you, like, yeah, he was broke down. You know what I'm saying?
Did you do the breaking down?
Dude,
I did 4 sets of 50
we got
squats
the
in this
chest,
fool.
chest day, chest day. Dude, my arms were just dead. My arms were freaking. I pushed through it. I went heavier. One thing we did do is on her leg press.
She killed me.
Yeah,
Tricked me.
she had. I said, you can do more of this. You did fucking 15 reps. You can do more of this shit. She goes, "You sure?" I'm like, yeah, good. And I threw another 45 on that. And she did it. I said, "Look, do it." Then I threw another 25 on top of that. She did it. You know, and then I said, "Okay, let's do this last one, and on the last rep, I'll take some weight off, but bring it down a little bit lower, just get a better motion on it." She killed it. I said, "You can do this shit." And then she had to do 4 sets of 50 squats.
I saw the video. She was she was passed out on the floor. But I was gonna say, I mean, by you saying that's your only issue,
Yeah, it just like on the pull-ups, the issue I'm having is which you have me working my forearms,
right?
Which I don't usually have you hardly ever.
Yeah, what do you do about that? Yeah, how-
reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
You've done it before.
Curls?
Yeah, reverse curls.
Yeah.
Like on the pull-ups, I'm doing 4 sets of 20 on the pull-ups, and the problem I'm having is
Can't finish it.
oh, I can finish it. It's just I gotta pause for a minute because my forearms are hurting. You know?
She's like, yeah, welcome.
Am I supposed to?
No.
welcome.
She's like, what? Remember, she's a Marine. She's like,
I don't feel bad.
No, I don't want you to feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
Hey, remember in the movie The Rock, the guys on the top were the Marines.
Yeah. You walked to the wrong goddamn house, mister.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying,
I'm up here and you're down there.
Yeah. You walked to the wrong goddamn house, mister. But we're doing it. I'm just telling you.
Right.
That's hurt. And by the time I'm in the week with my chest, that's when I'm like, okay, I want to do chest day. Now I'm like, God dang, my arms are dead, dude.
That's okay.
That's normal.
That's okay. That's normal. You'll get used to it. But then you'll see your endurance changes. That's the whole point. That's the beauty of this journey. No, see, like all the weak points in your body that you think, like if you're sitting there saying you always wanted these arms and this forearms and just this whole look.
I want big legs, but my knees are shot.
But they'll grow. You don't have to do squats
Because I did the reverse hack yesterday,
and it killed you. Don't go too heavy. I
did no weight.
You don't need to go.
Oh, sorry.
It's the range of motion you got to get in there.
Yeah. Now, I will say this as far as squats go, the more reps I do, just body weight or
The
whatever,
better.
that's when by the time I get to the third set.
Do you feel like a lot of blood Do you feel like that?
I feel like I'm watching like the middle of Empire Strikes Back. Yoda and Luke, and then he's going da-da-da, and she's going da-da, and then he's like, I can't do it, and I'm waiting for Coach Kelly to go. And lift it and set it on the table and go,
I don't believe it. That's how come you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's why you failed.
I don't believe it. That's movie references.
No, I know.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
We have a whole bunch of those. So, but that's normal though. So
That's
the whole
normal.
forearm hurting.
That's
that
totally
stuff.
normal.
Okay.
And you'll get used to it, and then that's when your forearms and your arms start to grow.
Okay.
That's what you have to do is you break down the
Hey,
muscle.
you gotta be wearing my Missy Elliott suit on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my window.
You're not wearing a plastic suit, are you?
What's that thing made out of?
No, don't be wearing a sweatsuit. You're supposed to be wearing sweatpants, like cotton.
My whole body. I'm wearing.
Reg, she's
I'm
giving
wearing
you
I'm
permission to
wearing
wear
a
sweatpants.
sweatsuit.
No.
Right?
She didn't tell you to cut a garbage bag and put it over you and tie it up, boy.
Well, it's working.
Well, there you go.
I'm sweating.
But it's like a greenhouse.
Yes.
We're not trying to trap it in. We want the water to evaporate.
Oh, it's coming out.
I bet it is.
Where? Where is it coming out?
Oh, I take that sucker off. It's just water. It's all on that sucker.
You know,
But she wants you to breathe,
gym,
son.
do you?
Breathe.
Yeah, breathe. You
Huh?
need to breathe. That's why yeah.
That's
That's why you're not putting on the size of your arms.
What? Can we do that cardio with the spacesuit?
Yeah.
You're cooking
No more
yourself.
spacesuits for you.
You're cooking yourself.
So I got.
You're marinating yourself for your own
Yeah,
juices.
you're basically.
You're very juicy.
So I got just buy a regular old Nike sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the spacesuit with where I can breakdance in it. that's the one I got.
No, that's for the club. Save that for the club.
You said a picture, right?
Yeah, but I thought that I didn't know what that. I didn't see like that. It was like
She's like,
plastic,
Yeah. Oh, the
nylon.
Okay. Well, I messed that one up too. Yeah, I'm just totally messing this whole thing up.
Yeah,
Huh?
see?
Yeah.
Thank God
totally.
she came to the show. You about to
Yeah,
kill yourself.
That's that one.
She's
spacesuit.
giving you permission to wear gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweatpants,
She said, did you see
the
Rocky
little,
One?
Like the hang, like
Wear
Hanes.
that.
Yes.
The Hanes.
Remember Rocky One?
Old Hanes, the Hanes type of
Rocky One.
cotton. Yeah.
Wear that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, does he do the eggs in the morning too? Like 6 eggs? And
Yeah. No, he doesn't have to drink. Yeah, I don't have him drinking. Yeah.
Nope.
Actually, it's 11.
You're drinking eggs.
No, you're not drinking.
No,
Are you
no,
drinking?
no, remember?
You might have
4
drinking.
a.m.
Chasing chickens?
Oh God.
Chasing chickens.
Let's talk real quick. Got 10 minutes left. Let's talk about the divisions. I kind of screwed Mike on this a little bit. I learned from Yetta. So she's thinking of dabbling inside the wellness division.
Right.
She's been doing women's physique and had done figure.
Right.
And before that, you did figure, right?
Figure, physique, bodybuilding.
Okay. For let's
people
get
that have no idea.
let's get it back. Let's start with the first one. Bodybuilding. What is the difference between bodybuilding, physique, fitness? You see,
Fitness,
what's
figure,
the three ones?
bikini. It's just different body types, different body styles.
So
you know?
I said bodybuilding is like that's when you know
biggest and hardest.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
you look like you could be running next to zebras and stuff like that. So then, what is physique?
You're fighting a gorilla.
What is physique?
Physique is like one step down.
So you're not in Africa, but you're at the zoo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
what's the next one down from?
You might be fighting a chimp at that point.
So we got bodybuilding,
Physique.
big physique, and then what's the next one?
And then there's figure.
Okay,
for
what is
women.
figure
So
about?
figure's like more like you have heels now. So the other ones you don't wear heels. Physique
Okay.
and bodybuilding is just flat feet on the floor, like no
Mm-hmm.
shoes. And what are you laughing at?
I'm just
Figure? You picture running with zebras? No, so zebras.
He sees the Lion King.
Yeah.
His flash boy's eye. Okay, so
He's running in the morning.
women in heels and bikinis.
Yeah, basically.
So clear water.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, but that's also bikini.
Okay, now.
But
Okay, now what is bikini
But
different
so
from
it's
that one?
Bikini was like for girls that couldn't get super muscular, and then on top of that, there's
Hooters.
yeah, but
That's bikini.
it's gotten a lot hard. They've gotten a lot harder, like throughout the time, like just their body structures are like a lot tighter.
Okay. And now there's a new one called Wellness.
Yes.
And that is just porn star.
I said that it's more of like the it's like a yeah. No, it's I don't even know if they know. It's like a more like South
like I eat
American.
clean?
It's like South American like based. I always said it was going to be like a Brazilian,
Colombia.
So
type
I was
of-
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South
so,
Beach.
So South Beach.
So bikini and wellness probably gonna have some issues because
It's going to be a real like confusing. It's going to be probably confusing 2 years coming up. So
Confusing for who?
for the judges, they don't know what the heck they're.
Bikini looks nothing like
And so
wellness.
Yada May, which ones are you gonna do this time?
Women's physique and wellness.
Women's physique and wellness, which is it's not the gorilla.
And seminar I went to, they said that the wellness division is similar. They want is basically a bikini girl, a figure girl, and a physique girl on one. With
Boom.
thighs and butt.
Thighs and butt.
Yes.
So they have to have all three.
I've done research on this, bro.
Okay,
In
so
fact,
let's go.
come by my crib tonight. We'll do some research.
I bet you have. So let's go to the men's. What is he doing? What is he doing? What the men?
He's
which
doing
one?
men's physique basically in board shorts, so he's going to Clearwater Beach.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
Yeah.
I saw him, Pretty Boy.
No South Beach for
Okay,
you, bro.
gotcha.
Pretty Boy.
And then they have bodybuilding. They have classic bodybuilding, which is like trying to go back to the Arnold days where he had
Venice
like,
Beach.
more
What
like
about
the
what about classic physique?
Classic physique is the one. That's like Muscle Beach, like Arnold old school.
Yeah.
style.
Okay, got
So
it.
you're not
Frank.
because the bodybuilding got so big over the years. Like these guys are so much. They're the mass monsters.
Flex
They're
Wheeler
so
and all those
huge.
guys. Yeah.
And all these guys now are getting like it's sad to say, and there's whatever reason it is. I mean, I don't want to. No, abuse of all that stuff is over the years. I
And
mean,
they're
they're having
looking
like amputations,
What?
back surgeries.
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman, like was
Yeah, I
Mr.
remember Ronnie
Olympia,
Coleman.
he's had so many back surgeries. It's ridiculous,
Oh,
and
Lord.
they've all lost their size. I mean, Flex Wheeler just had his
I just
leg
saw Flex
What?
amputated, partial amputation of his.
Oh
leg.
my God,
Yeah.
Flex Wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got too big for a human being to get. So now the stuff they were doing back in the early '80s, that's what they call classic physique.
Right.
And these are guys that they're like jacked, but they're not mass monsters.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're still big dudes, but they're not like, oh my god.
Like Rock would be.
The Rock would actually be. Would that be if the Rock competed? He would probably be in classic physique.
Right.
Yeah. So that'd be more. That's a good
Well,
example.
yeah,
I'm learning.
yeah.
Okay.
Good
And you competed in
Physique and physique and bodybuilding. So I have like my structure. I can kind of go either way. I can go, slightly bigger with size, or I can. It depends because I know how to like change my body on stage to look leaner or not leaner, but just.
Well, you a Batman villain? Would you change
No, but it's crazy because you know what? It's weird because
She said she changed her body on stage.
I do. I'm like, it's magic. I mean the presentation part.
Good Lord.
Yeah. No, it's crazy because most people don't win 2 pro cards in 2 different divisions.
Right,
And
that's what I'm saying. How do you go
That's
through
crazy to me that's happened because I don't know if it's because of my height. Just I really don't understand how it's possible, but I did in 2
With
different
great power.
Yeah.
Great responsibility.
Okay. Now we watched a bunch of men's physique videos.
Really?
It may be.
Oh, really? Huh.
It may be the age of the
That's when those
competitors,
squats come in handy.
but we've seen these guys. Andre Ferguson. You know who Andre Ferguson is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Him and a lot of these other guys. They are like the drama division. These dudes
yeah.
are tweeting back and forth, arguing online. They're doing
Well,
YouTube videos
they're
back.
big
I mean, you would think they're going to wrestle in the ring.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, is this what I'm getting into? I'm like, I mean, they're
Mind your business.
They are literally like one
Mind your
dude.
business.
They were for the Arnold, I think the Arnold, and they're on stage. The guy grabs the mic to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "I'm going to be on the show tomorrow. I'm taking all you guys out. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna fight them. You're walking around in shorts on stage.
Right.
You know, but they it's like, but it's all the men's physique guys.
Right.
Why?
They're trying to impress the women's physique girls.
Honestly, I think if it's like these guys tweeting these pros, I think sometimes it's to get more attention in the industry.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think that's.
I mean, I can talk crash now.
Thinking about that because
You know
it
what
made
I
me.
mean?
I was gonna make a testosterone joke, but it made me think of actually a good question for you, Coach Kelly.
Thank you.
What is your and understanding that you're a professional, and even if you say it on air, everybody's individual, everybody's different, so don't
Right.
mean you run out to the store and get this. But what are kind of your top 3 or 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, if you will, supplements? Because one thing I've seen in the bodybuilding. Since I started working out in 1989, I kind of went, like I said, the Reggie Rod. I just lost because I was trying to support him.
Okay.
I lost 20 pounds, and I'm getting back in the gym. And I kind of remember some of my old stuff, but I remember spending $100, $150 on creatine and I got to take all the little fat burner stacks and all this kind of stuff. And
Rip Fuel.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Old school Rip Fuel.
Twin Lab. So do you have some go-to that you say, hey, these supplements in my profession had that?
Right. For everybody, I think they should do branch chain amino acids. There's basically your aminos you need, that whether they're essential or the non-essential ones that you get from, just from meat. Like anything protein-wise is amino acids, but sometimes if people aren't getting enough protein throughout the day, that's a good way to get more protein in, and it'll help people lose weight.
Okay.
Water is a huge deal, believe it or not. The more water you drink, you can get away with more. You can get away with way more sweet drinks. You can get away with way more food, because water actually pushes extracellular water. So like the water under your skin. If you don't get enough water, this your skin actually is thicker, and it's crazy how that works. But your body knows how much to expel if you start drinking more, and it actually helps people lose weight in the long run.
Okay.
So
water branch chain
amino acids, yeah, BCAAs. I would say some people creatine, unless they have issues with their kidneys, but you can do creatine.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, creatine's really it's been studied
it's
for
been around.
It's been around.
But what's
so
the deal
long.
with its connections with kidneys? I thought it.
Well, your
keeps
kidneys
water.
flush it. Yeah, that's the thing. But it keeps water. But what happens is if your kidneys have to flush everything. So there's certain things that your body needs to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't have me doing creatine.
Yeah, you don't need creatine.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Everybody does. Yeah. So that.
See, that's what I needed. I would have got creatine. I would have messed up.
See?
Exactly.
That's why I asked.
You went right out the GNC.
So
Like,
BCAAs, lots of water.
Yeah.
Creatine, maybe so, maybe not. Be careful if you have kidney issues.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I would say, there.
I say what I will say, get your blood work checked first, because like myself.
And oils too.
Yeah. I had to get my blood work checked to see I was low testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in order for me to do what I'm doing, I'm going to have to increase my testosterone. So I had to get prescribed shots to get that. That's going to, I think, maybe I'm wrong. Help me out here.
Right.
I think that makes a difference. I could have done all this. She would have gave me a workout program, and I do no blood work and find out, yo, dog, 6 months in, I didn't know you had low testosterone. So I think that's a big deal, know. And the blood work also had low test and also had high estrogen also.
Yeah, and I think I was the reason why I was asking, because I also think that there's some minerals you got to be careful of. I know because of I had high blood pressure, I was on a diuretic, and I can't think of the supplement. This starts with an A, but I can't remember what it is.
The one that you use in the bathroom.
And I remember I misread the label, and it said 1/8 of a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon, right?
Yeah, 1
I
teaspoon.
put a whole teaspoon. And I never forget. I went to work, and I think I urinated about 5 times in about an hour and a half.
That sounds like
and the thing is, I know one of the main things with that type of excessive that is that you begin to use your sodium and your potassium,
Yeah.
and then your muscles are going to lock up.
Yeah.
So I remember going, now
yeah.
the good news is I actually have potassium at home, pills at home. I made it home, and I literally probably got to the couch and my legs just locked up.
Oh, you
Yeah,
serious?
and I remember having to say, "Go get my pills." Get my
get my
now,
pills.
normally, what the
my
country
pills.
people tell you is, "Get some mustard. Put some mustard under your tongue." But and I never forget going. You got to be careful about drinking. Yeah, you can drink a whole bunch of water, but make sure that remember water flushes things out of you, and some of those things you need. So be careful about that. That's just a PSA from the main man Mike D. That just be careful because you get somebody here drinking 5 gallons of water and then they get locked up on the highway. I don't want that to happen.
Well, before we cut out of here, just to let Kelly know, I have been clean on my diet
For the past 20 minutes.
What's that sweet potato?
Yeah.
You see, he had to eat it in front of me to make me believe.
Yeah. No,
He gets Taco Bell out. He was going to give you a couple, but you're like, hey, listen.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
No. I've been clean, no alcohol. Now I'm enjoying my business.
Alcohol?
So I'm enjoying this weekend.
Right.
But clean, no alcohol, bam,
Awesome.
nothing. Yep. So I want to go
Congrats.
watch MMA fight O'Brien tonight
Very cool.
and get my
Get your
drink on.
testosterone up a little bit.
Yeah.
Man.
In the
You're
bottom.
being a little emotional today.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not emotional, you
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
And
Don't try to get manly now.
It's too late. We know about the.
I feel
geez.
fat.
But what's your thoughts on alcohol?
It depends
And
in
you-
the
and
beginning.
remember, you
in
are a
modera-
Marine.
In moderation in the beginning, but it depends on how much you've been drinking, So if you just slowly taper it down, that's good. So, like for some people want to have like
From what?
vodka. No, I'm saying you could do it a couple
Shots.
times a week. Not
Hey, taper it down
like
from
like
what?
like 4 ounces, like twice
4 ounces?
a week. Yeah.
That's 4 shots, I think.
So how do you feel about a whole bottle of?
So that's 8 shots.
It's
That's
clear.
twice a week.
It's
So you
clear
can make-
liquor.
It's like
It
water.
looks just like that.
But there's studies
Our
that
tequila was good though.
it is. I know. I saw that article too myself. No, but you know what?
I have it posted on my refrigerator.
But you have to kind of break your old habits. If you don't it's not just about drinking or anything. It's just if you continue to do the same things, you're not going to.
I agree.
You know what I
because
mean?
the picture again, every year, he said I've done it for years. Well, I'll gain weight, then I'll lose it, and I do it every single year from October to December 31st. No alcohol. I've done like for 7 years straight, and that's when I go through my biggest changes. You're like, how do you do it every year? The weight comes off. I stop drinking. That's
it's
usually
a
what
lot. It's a lot of
happens.
empty calories. You
Yeah.
know, it's a lot of empty calories. There's just there's no real substantial.
Don't say a word. You're like you idiot. I'm not saying that. When you looking at her, I'm
You're
like,
you're like that means that what I can have.
I ain't saying nothing.
But no, I enjoy the weekend tonight. My birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Merry Christmas.
5-1.
5-1.
Yetta got her old man. Got her sugar daddy.
And I'm messing the mic up over here. We gotta shut down. And I want to thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Coach.
Not for the show part.
No.
I want to thank
for all that
you
do.
Personally.
for all you've done
Oh, thank you.
to. Yeah, I didn't finish yet. I want to
Very
thank
emotional
you
today.
for helping her out as far as the squats, the leg presses, all the glute work.
He really appreciates it.
Yeah, you're
Just want
incredible.
you to know that. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny because when she worked out with Tim, she said she didn't have an ass. And now I got a white girl as my coach, and the white girl gave me an ass. Because I've seen the pictures with Tim. You saw him. And I'm like, no acetol.
Right.
Wow.
She had Nositol.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now I was like, bam. Yeah, so I want to thank you.
You're welcome.
Bautista tribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm done.
you're very happy about that. Mm-hmm. You realize you got to buy her all new clothes now.
Right.
Tight medical.
All tight medical and stuff.
tight.
But I want to thank you for coming into the show.
I
appreciate it.
really thank you guys
Thank you.
for having me. Thank you
So
so
how does
much.
someone who wants to reach
Social
out to you,
medias.
talk to you,
Social media.
how do you find Coach Kelly?
It's simple. It's Kelly Lynn Fit. Everything. My email, my website, and my Instagram.
That's
So,
Kelly
Kelly with a Y.
Kelly with a Y. KELLY.
LYNN.
Fit.
Yep.
You type
And
that
Twitter?
in and it's all going to be.
It comes
Yep.
up real quick.
That
Yeah.
too. Yep. It comes up real quick.
Yeah, I put up the website. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you plan to compete anymore?
Yeah. I'm gonna do my pro debut actually in May.
Oh!
At the Europa in Orlando.
The Europa.
It's a big show. We're
May?
looking forward to it. Yep, May 23rd.
You want to go?
And the cool thing is, there's all sports there. They got a bunch of different kinds of, I think they have jiu-jitsu. They have all kinds of different competitive sports going on. That weekend.
What happened to the fitness competitors?
Fitness slowly died down because of injuries, and there's not enough people that.
I used to always watch it on ESPN.
I know, it's
They
awesome,
stopped-
right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. They still have it. It's just not on every show.
Well, they got the strongman stuff still on there, right?
They also have
Yeah.
strongman at the Europa, I believe.
Mike?
It would be a cool thing to cover.
Strongman, dog.
It's a really cool weekend. It's like the Arnold. It's like a mini Arnold Classic.
really?
Yeah, Mike.
It's a big show.
It's like an oxymoron, a mini Arnold.
So you're basically saying, Serge, hey, we're going to cover 2 Conversation live. At the Europa.
Yeah.
2020.
All right. You have been listening to Cover 2 Conversations.
You want to guess, brother?
I want to, but man, I don't feel like I'm going to
Traffic
be
is
able
a
to make it
disaster.
out there in time.
I mean, I-275 South.
Because by the time I leave here, it's going to be 9.
Cleveland.
You want to guess, brother?
So I might be able to catch people coming out so I can get that good dollar parking.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm
sorry.
My bad. Yeah, okay.
This Gasparilla Night Parade tonight down in Ybor
How
City.
you going, Mike?
I thought I was, but after having lunch down there, it was looking a little buck wild. I think I might just shut it down.
It has
I might
tamed
shut it
down, though, from 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
because we knew when it was like,
with
show
a
your
base-
titties.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff.
Yeah,
was happening.
he just looked like he's just going to be a mess.
I'm saying. Anyways, please go ahead, Mike.
This is,
we can cut you off. Go ahead, Mike.
You're listening to Flow Higher Radio. This is Cover 2 Conversations every Saturday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. 2 Tampa natives, at least 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Flow Higher. Thank you to Serge, the Teflon producer, Serge Gotti, his brother Alfie, the Sith Lord, for making Flow Higher available to all of us. Thank you for Yetta May from supporting her man, Mr. Reginald Greystoke of the Jungle, also known as Space Ghost. You want to find Reggie? You know where to look. Just put it in Google, Castle Grayskull.
That's like him.
Because Reggie has the power. And thank you so much for Coach Kelly for joining us, giving us
Thank you guys
inspiration.
for having me.
We will see pictures throughout these. We got 6 months, something like that.
September.
got a long road ahead of you.
months to see. I think
March,
I
April,
think Yetta
May,
May's doing a
June,
show
July,
sooner
August.
though.
7.
Yetta May's doing a June-July show. Then we got September for Reggie. So we will be, monitoring their progress. When Reggie's mind goes awry, we'll bring him
Set him
back.
on track.
Yeah, we'll get him back on track. As me, also known as the Black Mandalorian, this is
Really?
the way.
Yeah,
This is the way.
So we're going to use the Black Mandalorian.
I have
Yep.
spoken.
Yes, folks.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll be back next Saturday, and I don't know who our guests are, what our musical interludes will
I
be.
don't know either.
But we will figure it out.
I don't know.
Throughout the
Thank you
week.
for.
It might just be me and you.
Hey, it's been that way before. Thank you to the champ known as Tone Kapone for joining us earlier today, and everyone have a great, safe weekend. We'll see you next week.
Peace.